Hello, I will talk about the previous video, the Dr. Davies Apple Farm. I'm gonna talk about how to get there, parking situation, how the place was, and much more. In the second half of the video, I'll talk about what equipment was used, some settings. If you want to just jump straight to a certain point, check out the description. I'm gonna put a timeline. You can also check it out if you want to see where to buy this equipment, like the camera or the lenses. Alright, let's do it. Dr. Davies Apple Farm is located about 45 minutes away from Central Park in Manhattan. We start in Central Park, driving of course, and it's literally about 45 minutes from Central Park, so not too far. It's a nice place. When you get there, they do have a parking lot. Now if you're going there on a Saturday, Sunday, there's a chance that the parking lot may be filled up. There's no free spots, but that's okay. There's actually a lot of spots. There's like a street that goes by it. That's how you get there, but that street, people just park on the side of it, so there's a ton of parking. Don't worry about it. The farm itself may look big or so. Let's see it on the map. This is definitely it. While it looks big, you don't actually have access to most of it. You only have access to a small portion of it. That's about, if I'm not mistaken, it was like this part right here. So maybe 1/5 of the whole farm. That's the access that you have to if you were to come in and just walk. Like you buy a bag and you just walk around, pick some apples. It's enough to spend like an hour, definitely, but 2 hours would be pushing it. I mean, it depends what pace you're going at. Here's what I noticed. You can definitely bring your family there, kids, large group for sure. They actually have something available, like they drive you around on a tractor and they put like 15-20 people in there, and it seemed like they would drive you to a part of the farm that is like roped off for just regular walking visitors, so to say. Interesting. Maybe there are like more apples there where they drive you, who knows. There were plenty of apples where we walked. There was 6 of us. Now in terms of apples themselves, fine apples. I'm not an apple expert. There were different kinds there. I don't remember the names. They were fine apples. Fees at this point, this is 2019 fall, September. They charged $10 per bag, and it's not a big bag, but this is what gets you to enter into the farm. So okay, with that bag you can go there now. It's like your ticket basically. If you have a group of 5, you can buy a large bag for, I think it was like $37 or something, and that it's a big bag, and it would enable like a group of 5 people to walk onto the farm with that one bag. Yeah. There were options, like you could buy a stick, a very long stick that had like a clipping thing on the end, and you would use that to reach the very high apples. That's your choice. I don't want to walk with a stick, but if you're looking for apples that are high up, maybe they're better than the ones that are on the bottom. It's available. Hey, it's interesting. Maybe later in the season, the apples that are lower to the ground, maybe they're all picked up, and you know, there's not much. I mean, you can see one of our group members, she was climbing the tree, but there are plenty of apples that you could just reach out. It was fine. This is middle of September. Maybe by the end of September, beginning of October, maybe there's not as many apples, so maybe that's why they have those sticks. There are things sold there. You can buy like apple juice. Donuts seem to be a popular item. It was actually one thing I kept seeing in the comments, like positive comments. Toilets. If you're planning to like brush your teeth there, no, you will not be doing that. It's toilet patties, is that what it's called? It's like cubicles, you know, the transportable ones. So yeah, don't plan to be washing hands there. There was a little cornfield. We just didn't go to it, but I did see it. It was there. Maybe it was like a little maze. I don't know. I would suggest read the comments, you know, if you're really like into it. But it's a fine farm. It's a good destination. But what makes it even cooler is that there are a lot of places around that you can go hiking, like choices. It's not like one choice, two, there's like multiple. And I'll try to release a video soon, because that's exactly what we did. We stopped at the apple farm, then we went to eat. We found a nice diner nearby, and then after that we went hiking to Hook Mountain State Park. But that's only one option, and it was a nice easy hike, you will see in the video. But there are other options, and very close by. Here's our farm, and look, right near it there's a High Thor State Park over here, and here Hook Mountain State Park. I'm not sure if it's like separate or it's like one thing, but really cool place. I'll make a video about it. Cool location, I recommend it. Alright, let's talk about the equipment. I used the full frame Sony a7 III, expensive camera, with the Tamron 28-75 2.8 aperture lens. Good choice for this Apple Farm visit, because it's not like you're gonna spend a half a day there. No, you're spending a maximum of 2 hours. I mean, it depends. Maybe you have a family, maybe you hang out there, but around that, and that's fine. The camera is a little heavy, but that's fine. I'll post the affiliated links in the description for the camera, lens, and the strap. It's a nice wide strap because the camera is a little heavy. Good results. I mean, I love the camera, it's full frame, yeah. But if I was staying there for like half a day, maybe full frame, you know, maybe you don't want to work with a full frame camera for that long. I was filming at 60 frames as usual, the shutter speed at 1/125th, so I use shutter priority. I have the setting on the video mode. I press the function menu, hope you can see that, and I mean, my options might be different from yours, but I select the shutter priority, basically, you know, shutter priority where you have control over the shutter speed, and I make sure that it's double whatever the frame rate is. So right now it's 24 frames, so obviously it's gonna be 1/50th. I can't really get that close here, sorry fellas. And I don't have a fancy monitor that records the screen. But the cool thing is that obviously in Sony cameras you have easy control over the ISO. You can set it to automatic, so obviously minimum to, I mean, let's do it right now, right? You see, minimum 100 and maximum whatever you feel comfortable with. On the A7 III I have it higher to like 25,000 or so, because it's a full frame sensor, it's pretty clean, but whatever your priority is. But just so you know, I control the shutter speed, double the frame rate, and set the maximum ISO. That's it. Aperture is automatic. Autofocusing. I don't do manual autofocusing, these kind of walks. There's no time. The camera performed well, as usual. Love the battery life, that Z battery. You know, the A6600 has that. It's really good, but the price. By the way, the pictures at the end of the Dr. Davies Apple Farm video were done by Maya's camera, Sony A7R III, which is a 42 megapixel full frame sensor. Obviously, well, she loves photography, so it makes sense if you're heavily into photography. Not so much at all for a video guy, for instance, but good pictures, a lot of resolution, obviously the same good battery. So if you like to crop a lot, makes sense. Of course, 42 megapixel sensor. For me, if I take any pictures, 24 megapixel is plenty. I'll leave the link for her YouTube channel, and I'm making this on a Sony A6400 with a flippy screen. Love this stuff. I also got a pretty compact microphone that you don't even need a hot shoe for it, so you just like stick it on the side and that's it. I hope the sound is good. And I'm using the 18 to 135 millimeter f 3.5 to 5.6 aperture Sony lens, which is compact and has very long reach. Very good setup. Got any questions? Ask. Easiest way to support the channel, thumbs up, like this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.